My rich boyfriend Jake gave me $20,000 and fired me the same day the headlines announced his bankruptcy and his true love's return to the country. It was our second year living together when I found the woman's picture in Jake's study. A stand-in, is that what I am? Well, take a good look at her, and then take a good look at yourself. The day after I realized I was just a substitute, a mountain of VHS tapes starring Jake's perfect girl were piled up in front of me. I reached out to touch Jake, but he brushed me off like I was nothing. The smile froze on my face. Watching the door slam shut, I was speechless for a second. All I wanted to ask was if my allowance would be increased, now that the job description had expanded. Pay up, and I am game for anything. For 2 months I studied those tapes with the same intensity I used to cram for my SATs, wearing them out. The perfect girl was named Bethany, and she'd grown up in an orphanage. She was a self-taught piano player working in a music shop who could play circles around the pros tongue. Some people are just born with it. Jake had gotten lost as a kid, and Bethany found him and brought him home. Somehow she ended up as a sort of adopted daughter in the Carter family, and whether it was slow burn or love at first sight, Jake fell for Bethany. 8 years ago, Bethany flew off to London without Jake ever declaring his feelings. They kept in touch sometimes over the years, but she never came back, and then, well then, a broke-ass me met Jake, the jerk. I'd underestimated how hard it would be to imitate Bethany. Jake always laughed at me, saying I could copy the outside, but never the soul. I thought that was hypocrite. If you could swap souls, it wouldn't be imitation, it'd be possession. 8:30 p.m. I plastered on my practiced gentle smile and stood at the window pretending to tend to the plants. The window faced the backyard. Jake had said that he always used to see Bethany standing there taking care of the plants tending. I looked at the mangled bare branches I'd been hacking at. A little disgusted, Jake was home. He was gorgeous, slim waist, long legs, six-pack, and ridiculously handsome and rich and single, which was the real point. When I first started at his company, every girl was chasing Jake. If I didn't look 6'10" like Bethany, nothing would have ever happened between us. Jake, you are home. I waved at him from the window, chirping like a pet bird, happy to see its owner. Jake just ignored me. Didn't even look up. I checked my clothes. Bethany style, I checked my smile in the glass. Which sweet, warm, and bubbly, which only left one option. Jake was having another episode, so high maintenance. What's wrong? Something happened today. I went to the door to greet him, speaking in a soft voice. He had dark circles under his eyes. He had been working like crazy these last few days. Jake just stared at me. Cold, the way he looked me up and down gave me the creeps. So I forced my Bethany smile. Ashley, don't smile like that anymore. Jake ruffled my hair and pulled out a credit card. Here is $20,000. I'll have the driver take you home tomorrow. Getting dumped and fired just like that. I tossed and turned in bed that night, obsessing. Had Jake found someone else? Had Jake found a better substitute? Just then my phone buzzed with a news alert. First headline: world-renowned pianist Bethany Carter to return to the US for a concert tour. Second headline: Carter Enterprises caught an investment trap. Bankruptcy proceedings to begin soon. Got it. The perfect girl was coming home and Jake was going broke, so he was firing me first. Bar loud music thick with the smell of alcohol and girls wriggling around in tight dresses. As she picked a dead for sugar daddy, barely had time to settle into the surrogate role before he went bankrupt. My best friend Vanessa said she was laughing, looking amazing while managing to flirt with the cute bartender. Yeah, you are so awesome, sleeping with a dog and getting knocked up. Rios, wait 3 years until your kid grows up and looks exactly like his dad. Vanessa wasn't exactly reliable herself. Her kid was only a year old, a little dumpling, and didn't look like any kind of genius. Come on, let's go interview some new talent. She just opened this bar and was short-handed. Vanessa dragged me into a BC room and the manager brought in a lineup of beautiful young guys. All of them too young, all of them gorgeous, ranging from pretty boys to K-pop stars wearing the same uniform. Eye candy. The phone in my purse buzzed like crazy, making my stomach hurt. I pulled it out and slapped it on the table, seeing Jake's name flashing. Why'd you give him a light-up font? Vanessa asked, surprised in the dim room. The golden call display was practically blinding.